Welcome everybody to another Bullcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is another ReZero reaction, episode 8. What happened last episode?
Well, last episode was pretty crazy. Where do I even start? Okay, woke up in the morning. Oh, okay, first of all, he made a pact with Beatrice that she would protect him while he lived there. He thought there was a time limit. Turns out there wasn't.
Nope.
He woke up the next morning after he would usually have died, and it turns out that Rem is dead instead. And then Rom is like, I'm going to kill you. And Roswaal is like, okay, you're acting real suspicious right now. Amelia and Beatrice are on his side, being like, I don't think he's lying. Rom is like, I don't care, I'm gonna murder you anyway. Mm-hmm. He runs off to the edge of this cliff, is contemplating about killing himself, isn't gonna do it, but then Beatrice shows up, and then Rom shows up, and then he's like, okay, I care about these people enough, I'm gonna do it, and then he runs and jumps off the cliff.
That about sums up what happened last episode. Ready to see what happens? I obviously know what happens because I've seen the show. I watched the show when it was first coming up in Japanese. Haven't seen the dub, which is what we're watching this time. We're getting caught up for season 2, which is going to be coming out real soon. We hope you guys check out our previous reactions to ReZero. Lindsay hasn't seen anything, although I have. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this reaction. We're just going to get right into, I was about to say Angel Beats. Haven't already finished that show weeks ago. ReZero, episode 8. Let's go.
Sister, it would appear that our guest is still half asleep.
What do you think he's gonna do now?
For one who's so young in age, it's quite sad how out of it he is. What's wrong, sir? Do you have a chronic illness flaring up?
Let me see your hands. So it's true then. Thought so. I'm glad I wasn't mistaken.
No, sir. I think you were definitely mistaken about everything. No, sir, not at all. I honestly think your very birth was a mistake.
When I think about what's coming. Okay then, guess I might as well get started.
Yeah, so I was noticing this, I was thinking about this after our last discussion, was that originally I had thought that Rem and Rom were like gonna kill him anyway, or at least Rem was gonna kill him the first night because she killed him the second night. But then I realized that it was because, at least in my new theory, it's because he had the scent of the witch on him is what prompted her to kill him the second time, and he didn't smell like that the first time because it had been long enough since he last respawned or whatever. Because it seems like the more times he does it, the more that people notice. Like, no one commented on it when he was in the house for the first day until it happened, for like the first time being there, so.
We'll see what happens.
So many cute girls.
Alright, I want you to hire me on to work in this place. Just take a quick break, then get back to work.
It's your first day and you're so pumped up.
I'm only trying to do my part.
It's your first day, has been working here for like a month.
Basically, it depends on whether or not you use a gate.
A gate?
Exactly. Mana passes through a gate that's within your body.
Pretty much where we already discussed.
As well as spell it out through that gate.
I see, so it's like a faucet for MP.
You should have one too, Subaru.
Oh, really? So you're saying that I can also use magic then?
Want me to figure out what your magical attribute is? Fire, water, wind, and earth.
That's a totally magic sound effect!
Now know what your attribute is. It's Shadow.
Are you serious?
Wow, you got Shadow? That's quite a rare one. Vision, block sound, slow down their movements, and other things like that.
It's just debuffs?
An easy one. You like me to show you?
For real? Yeah, let's see.
And Shamrock.
Whoa, it's crazy how they depict blind. Whoa, never mind.
Okay, that's it. So what'd you think?
I thought that was just them depicting blindness.
All right.
No, that was terrifying.
Now let's begin. Visualize the flow of mana through your body, then expel a part of it out of your body through your gate. Got it?
Visualizing I can do. I fantasize like a champ.
What the? Oh, that's not good. Looks like the gate just...
Yep.
Long story short, you don't have very good control of gates, so I suggest you shouldn't try too hard.
You're the one who said I'd be fine.
Chew it up and swallow it. Ready? Go.
What did I just eat?
A little something called a Boko fruit. You eat one of these, mana in your body activates, and then your gate regains some of its strength back.
Who is this witch? Are all of these witches related to shamans in any way?
In this world, when one says the word witch, they're really just referring to one person in particular.
The Witch of Envy, right?
Exactly, the Witch of Envy, Satella. Long ago, she devoured the 6 witches who bore the names of the deadly sins and drained half the world dry. She's pretty much the worst of the worst, I suppose.
Oh my god!
It shows that she was starved for love. It's said that she doesn't understand human language. It's also been said that her body never from age weakens from sickness or dies. And although she was healed by the powers of a dragon, a hero, and a sage, they were still never able to destroy her flesh. It's said that her body is that of a half-elf with silver hair. One who would steal the name of the Witch of Envy can be called nothing but insane.
I see. So that's why. Nothing at all. Don't worry about it. Good
Thanks for
morning!
talking out loud when you don't really need to.
Welcome to anime.
Huh? So who do I like? Well, embarrassing to say,
The one
but...
that I like is Puck, and the one that Puck likes is me. There, conversation's over.
It's mutual? Then where do I fit in?
Nowhere. It's not like you're a bad guy or anything, but compared to me, you've got nothing to offer. You should give up on Lee.
Don't get carried away, you two.
Because this has gotten to be kind of a problem.
Hey, don't worry. Forget about it. Everything's fine.
What do you mean, problem?
See? Already done.
What I'm saying, Subaru's mind is mixed up. The inside and outside are all jumbled.
I think that attitude of yours is quite admirable, but you were the one who knocked it over in the first place. I'll go find a replacement.
No, that's okay. Let me take care of the vase and flowers. I insist. You can just keep doing your own work.
He'll wear himself out before long.
It feels pretty great to finish a job, huh, Rem Rem?
It was work that you created and then took care of on your own, though. When did you learn where the vases are kept? Did my sister?
That's right. Your sister told me. Since she don't know how much of a klutz I am, she said,
You're bound to break a vase eventually. I'll tell you where the extra vases are, so you'll always be prepared. Subaru.
Whoops! Would you excuse me for a bit? I can take care of it quick. See you later. I'll come find you soon.
It's not gonna make her like you more.
Dude, that makes such amazing crafting possible. There must be a miracle residing in my fingertips right now. Illusion! I feel sick. I feel sick. I feel sick. I feel sick. Honestly, Neely, every time we meet, you stir up my heart. You're such a simple girl. You're guilty, I tell ya. I should be able to laugh better. I should be able to make them laugh better. I can't fail this time. I can't waste a single second. Pull my strength into my work and produce some kind of results or... Oh, wrong! I wasn't slacking. I'll finish up all my work. Just you wait. Now, why don't you go kick back in your room and take a well-earned siesta while I...
Did you just throw up into the sink?
I look so lame.
It's pretty gross.
Mealy!
Subaru, come with me.
Uh-oh! A personal invitation from Mealy? This is moving so fast. Embarrassing how rare.
Do you just settle down just a little bit?
For you, I dive into fire, water, the loot house, anywhere.
Listen to me.
Mealy I know would never be so cold. Wait, are you some kind of fake? Possible! How could anyone else be capable of looking so gorgeous that when I see her, all I want to do is hug her?
All right. Subaru, you heard me.
What?
Let's go. Sit down right here.
Can't I sit on the bed or a chair? Why does it have to be the floor?
Just sit down.
With pleasure, right away! Yes, ma'am.
Only this once. All right? Your position is a little weird.
I can rest in your lap?
Don't say that out loud. It's embarrassing. And no looking up here. It's the wall. Close your eyes.
Can you get any more anime?
Embarrassed, but
You don't need to do that right now. Isn't this what you wanted? Didn't you tell me to lend you my lap when you were exhausted? I can't do this all the time. But today is special.
hey, it's only my second day of working here.
It's plain to see that you're overwhelmed about something. But you're not going to tell me what's really going on, are you? I don't know if doing this will make things any easier for you. But if it helps at all, I'm happy to.
Mealy, come on now. You don't have to.
Are you tired?
No, I'm totally fine.
Do you feel troubled?
If you're this nice to me, I'm gonna fall in love with you. When you... I mean, like that.
It's been rough. Hasn't it?
Yeah. It was so painful. I was just so terrified. I was so sad and hurt. It hurt so much. I thought I'd die. I tried so hard and I was so desperate to set things right. So desperate to make everything turn out okay. It's the truth. I honestly never tried so hard to do anything in my entire life.
Yes, I know.
Because I love this place so much. Because it was so important to me. I was so scared. I was so desperate to set everything right again. I didn't want those eyes looking at me like that. It was so completely terrifying. And I hated myself so much for feeling that way.
Subaru? Is he just asleep, or... Yes. He looks like a child, doesn't he? A little bit, but he definitely looks like he can't do any more work today. You're right there. I think he's done for the day. What a bad boy, taking all this time off on his second day working here. When he feels better, you can punish him then. When I see him like this, I almost don't want to. I'll go inform my sister that Subaru will be useless for today. Rem, Subaru is a good boy.
No,
Very
please,
cute.
Did I really just fall all over the girl I love and fall asleep with tears and snot all over my face? What a loser!
You burst in here late at night, and that's what you say, I suppose?
Don't say that, Becca. We're tight, aren't we?
What kind of relationship do you think we... Wait a sec.
Bedco?
What did you just call me?
Oh, Beiko? Well,
Beiko.
I think pet names are indispensable when it comes to showing affection to others, so I've decided that's what I'm gonna call you. It's the best proof of my affection that I can give. What do you think?
What a ridiculous display of goodwill. That isn't just disgusting, it's revolting.
I need your help with those curses, to be honest with you.
Told you curses can't be undone once they're activated, I suppose.
That's right, I remember.
I am capable of discovering curses before that happens, I suppose. There is one rule of casting curses that cannot be broken, I suppose. Physical contact with the target of the curse. That is the single prerequisite.
So far, the only people I've touched other than the ones in this mansion are the villagers at the base of the mountain. That would explain why the shaman was able to get Rem the last time around. I didn't go to the village, so she ended up being the target.
Wait, of course, that's right! Thanks for your help! We finally see the light! Yes! Becca, I love you!
Put me down
New ending?
And so, in summary, I'm a new me!
The lap pillow, right? Definitely the lap pillow.
What, you guys knew?
Good morning, Subaru.
Oh, Mealy!
Well, this is a little embarrassing, but are you feeling okay today?
I wasn't completely sure until I heard your voice just then, but...
Yes, I'm okay now. So, listen, Mealy, I'm sorry about what happened. No, I mean thanks for everything.
Of course. You're most welcome, Subaru.
Before all that, I have a favor to ask of you.
Lap pillow, right? It's a lap pillow.
I'm not that much of a perv!
Actually, I want to go to the village. Do we have any plans to go shopping for anything?
Tomorrow?
Then why don't we just go today instead? If we're running low, it never hurts to restock sooner.
I don't see a problem with that at all. Are you sure, sister? You do need to go shopping, and we have no urgent duties right now. Plus, you have Barusu to carry your packages.
This just calls him Barusu.
Sister.
Yes!
I'm coming along with you. You'll have a pretty flower on each arm, Barusu.
I'm just hoping those flowers aren't poisonous.
Ooh. Indeed. That was episode 8 of ReZero. So, a bit of trivia while you think about what you think about this episode. Bayako, the nickname for Beatrice, that was actually one of the few things that was translated directly, I think, as far as I'm aware, from Japanese, because it makes sense that Beatrice, Bayako, it's like a phonetic pronunciation of the first part of Beatrice in Japanese. And then ko just means girl, so it's just like shortening shortening her name and then putting like the suffix for girl. Yeah, just the word for girl. So if you, I don't know, in Japanese names it's like Ko is you know how Maru, like we've talked about how in like Naruto Konohamaru is like the Maru in that is like the son for Carson. Ko is like the girl equivalent of that naming convention in Japanese. It's like the ending of a girl name usually in Japanese. A little bit of trivia there for you, but yeah, the Witch of Envy gobbled up the 6 other deadly sins and became the ultimate fucking devil. And it took a dragon, a hero, and a sage, I think, and maybe one more thing. I think it was dragon, hero, sage.
I think it was just those
to
three.
seal her away.
My God. So there was witches, and then she just freaking.
There were the 7 deadly sins.
And she was Envy, I guess, and she just fucking
gobbled up the others. Yep. Slurped them right up.
Really messed up. What a bitch.
What a crazy way to become a demon. You just slurp up the other 6 deadly sins. But yeah.
Yeah, that's really crazy. It's really crazy that he's like tied into like I mean, we knew she was like evil and like kind of powerful, but when you talk about it, like, yeah, there were 7 of them, and then she like just snatched all the rest of their powers and like absorbed it into herself and became literally six times more powerful.
6 times the detail.
What?
From Fallout 76. We're gonna need 6 times the detail. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, so she literally became 6 times more powerful, and I'm assuming she was already pretty powerful before that. Pretty messed up. Also, we have Subaru. He's trying really hard, and it was making me cringe kind of the whole time. I was just like, none of what you're doing would make me want to be friends with you or trust you. Like, he's just like, yeah, guys, let's go. And I'm like, oh, that's a little bit... You're being a little bit too much, and you're wearing yourself out. Yeah. Then he got a nice lap to lay on.
Lap pillow.
Yeah, lap pillow. To call him a good boy.
Rem, Subaru's a good boy. Kind of cute.
It is pretty cute.
So yeah, the shaman is in the town somewhere.
Yes. I mean, I doubt it's the dog, but maybe, my like, sort of original thing was maybe it was the dog bite. So I guess I was right about it being in the town. Now we know it's not maybe the dog, but maybe one of those kids, or maybe like, because an adult came out with the dog. Maybe it was a person who came out with a dog, or maybe it was just a merchant in the town. Mm-hmm. I guess it's hard to say because we haven't really seen much of his time in the town.
Yeah, of like the 2 or 3 times they've gone there, we've only seen 1, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because Rem went there alone. The first time they went there, we didn't see it. Subaru and Rem went there, and then they came back and talked about it, and then the next time we saw them actually go.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes me think it's probably someone who they bought something from, because when I was thinking, Rem wouldn't have pet the dog, so it must have been someone who they were buying from, in which case we literally would have had no way to detect that because they have not shown any of those people yet. And maybe that's a good decision so that we don't have... Same thing that we were talking about before with, like, having to repeat the same days so many times without it getting boring. Mm-hmm. So if they showed him going to the town every single day, by the time... Next episode, I'm assuming, is the town episode. By the time we got to that, we wouldn't really care about the town because we would have seen it so many times. Mm-hmm. So, smart pacing and writing once again.
Do you want me to skim through it real quick?
Yeah. I think that was... Oh, he tried to use magic. Holy shit, I can't believe I forgot about that.
Oh, true, yeah.
And he has, like, the shadow magic, which looks a lot like whatever the Witch of Envy is using.
Doesn't really look like
Not
it.
really, but kind of. It's, like, the same, like, dark purple and blue, like...
I think his thing was just literally black.
Oh.
It was the blind thing you're thinking of. That's different. That's Puck's. Puck cat. Yeah, his magic was just... He erupted into smoke.
Yeah, but when he was channeling his...
He wasn't channeling. Puck cast a blind spell on him.
No, before he exploded, he had to channel his chakra. Look, see? That's him, and that's like, his gate. Yeah, but that's like the magic, I think, all that. Because he has like the shadow magic.
I didn't catch that. Interesting.
No, I don't know if the witch's magic looked exactly like that, but it looks kind of similar.
It looks pretty similar, yeah. I didn't catch that. Yeah, and Beatrice is just being the best bro, answering every question.
But just like hating it the whole time. Not even hating it, but like pretending to be indifferent, but you can tell she's kind of secretly curious and she's kind of invested in whatever he's doing even though she has no idea what it is. She's like, oh yes, shamans. I suppose I can tell you about that. I don't even care why you're asking me about shamans. I'm just gonna tell you and I'm not even gonna think about it ever again.
I'm surprised she's not getting suspicious.
Yeah. I can't tell if she really doesn't care or if she's like trying so hard to just be like chill that she's just not gonna bother prying. Like she's so low on his radar. She's like, wow, he's acting a little bit suspicious, asking about curses and shamans. And, you know, maybe that should be a little bit suspicious, but I'll just leave that for someone else's problem.
maybe it's because he doesn't know anything about this world.
Yeah.
And he's, like, doesn't even know about the witch or anything. Like, everything's a complete mystery to him, so it's not. She's just like, pretty suspicious he's asking about curses. But he's also asking about the witch, so he must not know much of anything about anything. So, probably
also, he's
not
asking
that big of a
these
deal.
things, therefore he probably doesn't know about them. Therefore, he's not a threat to me, because I'm extremely powerful.
True.
And I'm in this magic powerful library. I really want a slushie right now.
Why?
I don't know, I just thought about it. 7-Eleven, sponsor us.
Hit us up soon. I think you said that in like a Naruto episode a while back. You're just like, after you were talking about the show and like giving a big deep dive into your thoughts and impressions, then you just come back and you're just like, I want Doritos right now. I'm just like, I'll go get some Doritos. You're just like, no. We're not supposed to.
I do want a slushie though.
Too bad.
Like a peach slushie. Remember when they had those?
That's going to do it for this episode of ReZero. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you check out the next episode and check out all the previous ones we got on our channel already. Check out the opening reaction, which should be on our channel separately from the rest of the episodes. But yeah, I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And we'll see you in the next one. Also, leave a like. Helps us out.